We are live here from the Seymour tournament, the Seymour Fall Woodbat tournament here at Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri, just off of Highway 60. Here in eastern Webster County. First pitch to Chase Conrad is going to be a strike at 0-1. I want to welcome you guys into this live stream. My name is Adam Smith from the Ozarks Sports Report, delivering you the live game coverage today. First pitch to Chase Wilson is going to be, or next pitch to Chase Wilson will be a ball at 1-0. Another pitch is going to be now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count on Chase Wilson of Mansfield. Mansfield, the number 2 team of this, is the number 2 ranked team in the state, as they went all the way to state last year. Coach Garrison, the Ozarks Sports Report the Ozarks Sports Report Coach of the Year. As we kick off the top half of inning number 1. Crane is the home team against Mansfield. As a strike count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, this is Chase Wilson, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Here's the next pitch, swinging a high pop-up in the infield. Who's got it? There's Zane Compton. That will be called as a fly out to the second baseman. And that will bring up now the batter of Heston Gray. Once again, this is Crane against Mansfield here from the Seymour Fall Woodbat tournament. Just like the Crane Fall Woodbat tournament, as each team in this tournament will use wooden bats. As the first pitch to Heston Gray is going to be a strike at 0-1. Conrad looking really good with first pitch strikes. Here's the next pitch. Outside, now 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging a high pop-up into center. As it goes all the way to the wall, there goes Wilson, and he'll be on there for Gray, as he will be on there for a double for Heston Gray. And that will bring up now the batter of Peyton Watterson, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Mansfield, a team who played Valley Catholic in last year's state championship game, lost in the state championship game to Valley Catholic up in O'Fallon last spring. Only one out here in the top half of inning number 1. Now the batter of Peyton Watterson, as the next pitch will be 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 balls and no strikes, pardon me, on Peyton Watterson. Chase Conrad is your pitcher for the Pirates. Pirates are the home team of this. Pirates are the home team in this contest between Crane and Mansfield. Mansfield representing the Summit Conference, the Pirates representing the SWCL Conference. After this game, you will see another live stream. It will be one of 2 live streams today. Second live stream, we will feature a battle of Bulldogs, as Gainesville and Blue Eye will be in the next game. Also, another shout out to Justin Terrell, former Pirate, who is watching this game tonight here on Ozarks Sports Report on YouTube, as the next pitch is going to be a strike at 3 balls and 2 strikes, 3-2 on Peyton Watterson. Here's the next pitch, swinging a high line drive. Almost made the play, but it's going to roll foul. It's going to score 1 run. 1 run is in 1-0 Mansfield. And Watterson's going to be on with an RBI triple. So an RBI triple on the game for for Peyton Watterson. And that's going to make up, now bring it up to Hunter Gray, the batter for now for the Mansfield Lions. First pitch will be a strike at 0-1, no balls, 1 strike on Hunter Gray. As that next pitch now will be now 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 on Hunter Gray. Here's the next pitch, swinging a tapper foul. And he's now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Pirates are coached by Brian Harmon, assisted by Tyler Martin and Clay Stumpf. The Mansfield Lions are coached by Joe Garrison and assisted by Drew Ames and Colton Jones. Joe Garrison, the Ozarks Sports Report Coach of the Year, as Gray will strike out. I believe he struck out swinging. Joe Garrison, the head coach, Ozarks Sports Report Coach of the Year, finalist, who beat out Coach John Hartley last spring. Next pitch to Arlie Miller will be is going to be a strike at 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes on Miller. Here's the 0-2, swinging a rocket foul past the Ozarks Sports Report Coach of the Year, Coach Joe Garrison. And his assistants for Mansfield's assistants are Drew Ames and Colton Jones. Swinging a cracker. Almost made the play, but that's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run is going to score. It's going to make it now a 2-0 Mansfield lead. So that's going to be an RBI double on Arlie Miller with 2 away here. So that'll be so that will be an unearned run on Chase Conrad, as 2 outs have already been So next, first pitch to Noah Mitchell is going to be a ball at 1-0, 1 ball, no strike with 2 away here in the top of the first. What should be a good game to see between Crane and Mansfield. Once again, Pirates and the Lions. Here's the next pitch. Blocked in the dirt by Darren Terrell. He's going to throw it, and safe. Safe, says the home plate says the bases umpire. Next pitch now, strike at 3 balls and 1 strike on Noah Mitchell. Next pitch, little roller. Conrad's got it. Throw on to Steele, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the first inning. It is a 2-0 Mansfield lead over Crane.
Oh, there it is. Did you?
Welcome back to the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. We're live here from Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri, as we are bringing you the first game of the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament. This is between Crane and Mansfield. Crane now up to bat. First batter is going to be Darren Terrell, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Next pitch is out. First pitch is going to be outside on Terrell. It'll make it a 1-ball, no strike count on Terrell. Swinging a fly ball pop up the other way. Drops the ball, and Terrell's going to make it safe. Is going to be on base with an infield single, or with a leadoff single. Stuff Pirates cooking for things are starting to heat up in the Pirates kitchen. Or no, pardon me, if it went foul ball, pardon me. It looked like it was fair on that ball, so now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Darren Terrell. Terrell calls time. Terrell in the last game against Southwest, he had two singles and an RBI double, as he went 3 for 5 on the day on Tuesday. Pirates and the Lions of Mansfield, Pirates of Crane, which we believe this is the Pirates' fourth year in the Seymour tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pitch is outside on Terrell now. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Terrell manages to even the count. Next pitch, swinging another foul tapper. Next pitch to Terrell, swinging a roller to the first baseman. On to first, and he'll step on the bag, and it's going to be a ground out. Ground out by Darren Terrell. It's going to bring up Chase Conrad. Chase Conrad, a speedy shortstop. And the Lions do not want to get do not want to get Chase Conrad on the base paths. 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning between Crane and Mansfield. Crane is in the blue jerseys, the gray pants, blue caps with the gold C on it. Lions are in the maroon red jerseys, maroon red caps with the old Minnesota Twins M logo. Minnesota Twins M and Lions across the chest chest in gold outline. Pirates with the gold outline, Crane across the blue jerseys with white outline and Crane in gold and with a white outline. Once again, this is Chase Conrad, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Next pitch to him. Strike, says the home plate umpire. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike. So Conrad looking to get on base. Next pitch to him, swing and a miss. Strike 3 strike 2 on Chase Conrad. Conrad, a very speedy guy on the base paths. Once again, we are live from Seymour High School in Seymour. And a ball gets away, and Conrad's going to be on bases to cause headache, to give Mansfield nightmares. That'll bring up Nick Brannon, the senior for the Crane Pirates. One of 2 seniors on this team. Pirates are loaded with sophomores on their roster. The first pitch to Brannon. It's going to be a ball out. It's going to be a ball downstairs at 1-0. Conrad there on first. One ball, no strikes. 1-0. Check on Conrad as he will be back at first. Adam Smith with you from the Ozarks Sports Report, delivering you live play-by-play coverage of Crane and Mansfield for some high school fall baseball action here in southern Missouri. We're just right off of Highway 60, the main corridor that's connecting Seymour to Springfield. And the next pitch to Brandon is going to be a foul ball. Crane and Mansfield from Seymour, right off of busy Highway 60, or what the Springfieldians call it, James River Freeway. Safe, says the bases umpire. So the Mansfield crowd was wrong on that call from the bases umpire. The pitch from Miller is going to be inside. Check on Conrad. And Conrad's back in safely. So Conrad testing his speed on Mansfield. Next pitch to Brandon, swinging a high fly ball, going into foul territory. Drops the ball, and foul, says head coach Brian Harmon. Any people from Crane who is from Crane or Mansfield, if you want to stick around for the next game, it'll be between Gainesville and Blue Eye. Anybody from Crane, you'll see a former Crane Pirate who's the assistant coach there at Gainesville. Familiar face for me, as that is former Crane Pirate, I believe first team all academic pitcher Jacob Smith, who is now coaching at Gainesville. As we look back at this, now we're back on this game as Nick Brandon is the batter. He is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check on Conrad once again, as Mansfield has been very cautious with Chase Conrad, a speedster, there on the base pass, as Brandon will strike out, swinging. And we got out number 2. As that's going to bring up the cleanup man, Heath Quick, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Pirates and Lions. First pitch to Quick. Check on the runner. And Conrad back in safely. Seymour playing on an all-dirt infield, just like Purdy Southwest, Hartville, Sparta, and we believe Spokane. So Purdy Southwest, Sparta, Hartville, Norwood, all play on dirt infields. Pirates and Lions. Here's the next pitch inside on Heath Quick, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Once again, we are here in eastern Webster County, here in the town of Seymour, just right off of busy Highway 60 or James River Freeway. Any of you who don't know the area, the highway there in Springfield that runs along the south side of town, that is James River Freeway. As we can see all the trucks and cars that are moving eastbound and westbound on Highway 60 in the background. So on this game, it is Heath Quick, the batter, who's had a busy week at the plate today. Has had a busy week at the plate this week, as he started it off on Monday night against as he started the week off going 4 for 4 in the Pirates' last home game against Wheaton. Took a little bit of time off on Tuesday. So Heath Quick looking to put a ball in fair territory. That's one thing about this place of Seymour, is there is a lot of foul territory here in Seymour. 2 balls and 2 strikes, says the home plate umpire. Next pitch to Quick, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to end the inning. So Arlie Miller with no hits given up, only 1 walk, 1 base runner left on. That was Chase Conrad. We're going to the top of the second inning. It is 2-0 Mansfield over Crane. Told you this is going to be a good game to see. Crane and Mansfield.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be low scoring?
I don't know, when Mansfield starts hitting, they're going to start hitting.
Yeah, Crane's going to have to get some hits going.
So I don't really see Cranes play that much.
I'm a Crane guy, so I'd say once Crane starts hitting, then it's going to be tough for them to get out. So we could see some long innings in this game. Plus, there's going to be 2 good pitchers. Because Arlie's good, isn't he? Arlie's good, and then Chase is pretty good. Only allowed 1 run, or earned a run, and allowed 2. So let's see.
Four or 5 hitters, and that's it.
Oh yeah, and their hitters are not that good.
4 or 5 more.
Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Eastern Webster County is where we're at for the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament. Crane and Mansfield as the first game. First pitch is going to be a roller off the glove of Wyatt Howard onto first and out. So they do get the out, as Chase Carnell grounds out. But Chase Conrad now wants the pitcher. Next, first pitch to Dawson Barnett is going to be a strike at 0-1. Swinging another pitch on to first, and Conrad quickly with 2 away. That's going to bring up now Ryan Henry, the batter for the So that will bring up Ryan Henry now, the batter for the Mansfield Lions, as he swings and corks one foul. So once again, Seymour has a ton of. Once again, I've said this once, I'll say this again. Seymour's field has a lot of foul territory. Next pitch from Conrad, the ball is going to shoot away, but there's nobody on base, so definitely you can throw wild pitches as long as there's nobody on base, because that's the only time you'll get away with wild pitches. That's going to hit Henry, and Ryan Henry will be on. What did Cardinal do in the last half inning for top of first? No. Casey Cardinal.
There was 2 ground outs in the third base one.
No, in the. Okay. So it's. So Chase Wilson now up for his second plate appearance. He flied out in his first half inning of play. Here's the first pitch. He's going to be outside now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Chase Wilson. Next pitch, now strike 3 as Henry will strike out looking. We are now going to the bottom of the second inning. Now it's time for the Pirates to get some bats going. We're going to the bottom of the second. Here come the Pirates. It is a 2-0 Mansfield lead over Crane. You know, it could be a blowout if Crane. So once Crane starts getting runs, RBIs, then it could be a long day for Mansfield. Because you're gonna be seeing some big power coming up in the next half inning. You're gonna see Brandstetter. He's got some power. Big boy there, 32. He's got some power. He is big boy. Can definitely have. You can tell he can definitely shoot a ball all the way to the wall. You could even hit one out. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions. Bryson Brandstetter now the batter for the Pirates. Brandstetter, a big guy, who's got a lot of power. The power designated hitter for the Crane Pirates now up. Here's the first pitch to Brandstetter. It's going to be a ball outside. So with no runs, it is still 2-0 Mansfield, our score. Brandstetter, the batter for the Pirates, swing and a miss. Now strike two, pardon me, on Brandstetter. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brandstetter. There's a 1-2 pitch. Hits Brandstetter on the flap of the helmet. So Brandstetter is going to be hit by the pitch on the helmet. It's kind of near the danger zone to be hit by a pitch. As apparently there was one kid actually from Waynesville a few years ago who actually died after he was hit right around the spinal cord, right around the back of the neck after he was hit by a pitch. Freak accident there if you could ask me. Now it's up to Isaac Robinson to put a runner, or to move Brandstetter around, trade places with him. Brandstetter, your man on first. Here from Seymour High School, just right off Highway 60 here in Seymour. Brandstetter extends his lead. Pirates, once again, it's the Pirates and the Lions. The Pirates of Crane, the Lions of Mansfield. Mansfield, who has taken their team to state last spring and actually came home with second place in the state tournament up there in O'Fallon near St. Louis. Next pitch now, a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike on Isaac Robinson, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Here from Seymour High School in Seymour, Missouri. Swing and a miss, and it's going to be now 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2-2 the count on Isaac Robinson. These Pirates are well known for playing small ball, definitely early in the game. And it takes them usually about to the second inning for them to wake up. Swinging a roller up to the shortstop, that is Gray, and the Pirates are going to have nobody out and 2 on as Robinson beat the throw. So runners on first and second for the Crane Pirates with nobody out. Robinson on first, Brandstetter on second. First pitch to Coy Esri is going to be a strike at 0-1, 0-1 on Mr. Coy Esri, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Mansfield once again, I've said this once, I'll say it again, Mansfield is a team who has gone to state last year, and they were in a thriller game. That happened there at Federal Protection Field, there on the southwest side of Springfield, home of the New Covenant Academy Warriors. New Covenant and Mansfield went all the way to the 8th inning, where Mansfield, an error on the Mansfield infield, tagged out as Robinson drives in a run on the It's going to bring up Zane Compton, now the batter for that, as Esri drives in an RBI error. So it'll be an error on the second baseman, on the pitcher, error on the pitcher. So E1 is the score. As we'll see, head coach Joe Garrison, the head coach for the Mansfield Lions, talk things over to Arlie Miller as he will settle things down on him. Crane and Mansfield are these two teams that are playing here from Seymour High School in Seymour, Missouri. Small ball game for Crane. Zane Compton now the batter for two to one Mansfield over Crane here in the bottom of the second inning, swinging a pop-up foul. Strike one on Compton. Once you get to the bottom of the order for the Pirates, man, these guys can be a real pain in the neck if you're facing Crane. Upstairs now, 1 ball, 1 strike on Zane Compton with only 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Swinging a pop-up. That's going to go foul. That'll go foul. Pirates, once again, it's the Pirates and the Lions. Streaming it live here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. Game 1 of 2 today. Game 1 of 2 from the Seymour Fall Woodbat Tournament. Not like the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament where you saw every game from the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament from Crane. But we do our best to deliver you live game coverage. Swing and a miss, and the ball in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out, as we got 2 away. Cole Esser now the man. He's a tying run at the plate, or pardon me, tying run on third, and it's going to be Wyatt Howard who will represent the go-ahead run as Compton strikes out. Strike him out, throw him out on Zane Compton. Now it's going to be up to Wyatt Howard, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Next pitch, strike 1 on Wyatt Howard, the freshman. The only freshman starting for the varsity Pirates. Strike. Now no balls, 2 strikes on Wyatt Howard. 2-1 Mansfield, our score. Here's the next pitch to Howard, swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. And that will end the inning. We're going to the top of the third inning. It is a 2-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Y'all know who the Cardinals play? Cardinals don't have a day off. Who do the Royals play today?
Royals play Cleveland.
Are you a Royals fan? Royals play Cleveland at Kansas City, or is it going to be at Cleveland?
I don't know where it's at.
I know the Cardinals don't have it. Cardinals have an off day today.
Yeah.
You're a Cardinals fan, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Question: what was up with that? How did we get swept by Milwaukee?
I don't know. That's frustrating.
I know. After we just come off a sweep of San Francisco.
Folding up the tent.
Now this series is pretty much must win for us.
Yeah.
For us to get into the playoffs.
To get playing game.
And LA's going to have to lose. Dodgers are going to have to lose because the Rockies now took first place in the West. I mean, just look at that. Just look at that National League. That National League West. It's pretty much a dogfight in that division. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions. Lions lead this game. Lead this game 2-1. Chase Conrad now up for his 3rd inning of work. He's only given up 2 runs. 2 runs to the Mansfield Lions. New batter is going to be Heston Gray. as the first pitch to, as the next pitch, pardon me, to Gray is going to be a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Here's the next pitch to Conrad, swinging a, next pitch is upstairs now. 2 balls, 1 strike on Heston Gray. 2-1, strike. And Conrad gets the strike calls. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gray. Who did Wilson ground out to in the last half inning? Oh. Now another pitch, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Gray. Gray in his last inning, in his last plate appearance, hit an RBI double, swinging a tapper foul. Pretty sure he grounded out to shortstop.
I think it was the pitcher.
Oh, pitcher.
Pretty sure.
Now it's so still Heston Gray the batter. Here's the next pitch, swinging a roller past the second baseman for a base hit, and Gray's going to be on there for a single. And that will bring up the batter of. That's going to bring up the batter now of Peyton Watterson. Watterson in his last plate appearance had an RBI triple. Gray doubled in the first inning, and then Watterson hit an RBI triple to score in Heston Gray. As he's now behind at 0-1. That's Watterson that's behind in the count at no balls and 1 strike. There goes Gray, as that pitch was blocked in the dirt by Terrell, but the runner took off and stole second. Next pitch, blocked in the dirt once again by Terrell. One thing about catchers is they are responsible to saving wild pitches. And that's one thing that Darren Terrell is really good at, swinging a foul, going back behind the concourse here at Seymour High School. Once again, we're starting off the Seymour tournament. This is the first game of the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament. Swing and a miss. And swing and a miss, and down goes Watterson. And that will bring up now the new batter of Hunter Gray. As Watterson strikes out, that's going to bring up Gray, who struck out in his last time up. Swinging a roller past the third baseman for a base hit. Coach Garrison gives Gray the stop sign there at third. Coach Harmon calls time as he will throw a new baseball to Darren Terrell, who give it to the home plate umpire. Only one away here in the top half of the third inning between the Pirates and the Lions. Arlie Miller swings and skies one. Dives and made the catch. What a catch there by the right fielder of Coy Esri. And he got the double play. And it saved 2 runs. And what a play that was by Coy Esri. We are going to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 2-1 Crane lead over Mansfield. 2-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Wow, that was a run saver. Let me tell you that was a run saver. You might see that. Well, I don't know if they saw that. They may have. So on Arlie Miller, that would have been a line out. Line out. Line out 9. LO 9. Line out to the right field. Now the real thing is going to be basketball when that starts up in the winter.
Also?
Huh?
You do basketball also?
I'm going to, yeah. I mean, I haven't done basketball. I don't think I did much basketball last year. All I did was like football and baseball.
You don't make him lean to each other. Hey,
Top of the order coming up for Crane.
No, he just had air right there because he's trying to be cool.
Oops. Back at Seymour High School, between the Pirates and the Lions of Mansfield and the Pirates of Crane. Darren Terrell to kick off the bottom half of the third inning. Terrell in his last plate appearance, he grounded out to the third baseman in his last time up. The next pitch, a ball, 2 straight balls from Arlie Miller to Darren Terrell. Arlie Miller, the pitcher for the Mansfield Lions against the Crane Pirates. One of the probably a good pitching matchup you'll see between Miller and Conrad. Strike, says the home plate umpire. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. Terrell thought that was going to be ball 4. The 3-1, swinging a ripper foul. And Terrell's going to make it now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count on Mr. Terrell, Mr. Darren Terrell. The 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Terrell a little bit tardy there and that's going to bring up Chase Conrad now, the batter. Terrell, who reached on a walk in his last plate appearance. Or pardon me, Conrad, who reached on a walk. Bats from the left side. This kid is very speedy. Swinging a high fly ball. Right field. Makes a catch, and Chase will fly out to the right fielder. And that's going to make it now up to Nick Brannon to keep the inning going. Nick Brannon, who struck out swinging in his last plate appearance. First pitch, upstairs now. Now 1 ball and no strikes on Nick Brannon. Nick Brannon, the batter for these Crane Pirates. There's the first pitch, swing and a miss. Next pitch is now 1 ball, 1 strike on Nick Brannon. Nick Brannon, a senior for these Crane Pirates, 1 out of only 2 seniors for Crane. Here's the next pitch. Another pitch, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brannon. Two to 1, Mansfield over Crane. Here's the 1-2, hits Nick Brannon, but they will call it a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes, as it looked like it got Nick Brannon on there. Two inside now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Nick Brannon with 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Coming up in the top of the 4th, we'll see Mitchell, Carnell, and Barnett. going up in the, that'll happen in the top of the third, or pardon me, the top of the fourth, between the Pirates and the Lions. Swinging a tapper fouls as Brandon manages to stay alive in the count. Once again, this is the Pirates, this is the Lions. Here from Seymour, Missouri. 0-2, swinging a roller. Gobbled up by the shortstop. Throwing error by the shortstop, and Brandon's going to be heading for second. So that will be counted as an error on the shortstop. Shortstop, that is Heston Gray. As Brandon makes it all the way to second. Now it's going to be Heathcliff, the cleanup man for the Pirates. Brandon represents the tying run on base. He is already in scoring position. Heathcliff, the batter, and he can drive in. He can tie this game with one swing of the bat. Here's the first pitch outside. Ball one on Heathcliff. One thing about Crane is if you're Crane, you definitely want to get Miller's pitch count up. Check on Brandon. Ball shoots away. So Mansfield defense is playing sloppy today, in which the Pirates, coming into this game against Summit Conference opponents, they are 2-2. They've lost 2 games to Morrisville and Conway and beat Hartville twice. Back at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium, they went up to Polk County and Morrisville to open up the fall part of the season, swinging a fly ball. That's foul. What it looked like, it may have went over the fence. Heathcliff, the batter, with 1 ball and 1 strike, only 2 away. And this is where the Pirates can do damage. Swinging a roller foul. Conrad, who has had 2 strikeouts in his, or pardon me, 3 strikeouts, 1 looking, 2 swinging strikes for his pitching resume today. Conrad Smith, strike 2 now. Strike 3 now as Quick was caught looking on that. And we're going to the top of the 4th inning. It is a still 2-1 Crane, or pardon me, 2-1 Mansfield over Crane. I think we're seeing a good pitcher duel. Conrad and Miller. Is Arlene a pretty good pitcher? No?
I mean, he's a good pitcher, but
Nothing too fancy.
Yeah.
The Pirates are 2-2. Hopefully we can see them go 3-2 against Summit opponents. 4 people watching. I believe it's everybody from Crane.
I don't know what are we.
6-1. Oh yeah, Mansfield's good.
We beat him once.
Oh, you guys beat Mansfield, so that's one of their losses. They're 8-2 on the year. Crane is 11-4.
Crane is 2.
Crane has lost to, let's see, we lost to Morrisville, Licking, Conway, and Galena. Have you guys played Galena yet? Nope.
I don't think we're playing.
Huh? I think it was like 11-3. Licking's good. Yeah. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions. It is a 2-1 Lions lead over Crane. Here in the top half of inning number 4. batter for today's game. The batter to kick off the top of the fourth, is going to be Noah Mitchell. Rolls it on to first, but that's going to be an error as it shoots all the way to the fence in foul territory, and Mitchell's going to be at second on the error by the shortstop. That's going to bring up now Casey Carnell, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Pirates playing a little bit defense on both sides has played sloppy so far. Crane with one error, but luckily the Pirates and the Lions have been able to only give up scoreless innings. Swinging a tap foul ball. It'll make the count now at 2 balls and 1 strike. Pirates trailed this game by a score of 2-1. KC against Chase, Conrad, and Carnell. Pitch outside now. Now 3 balls and 1 strike on Casey Carnell. Here's the next pitch to Carnell. And Carnell will draw the walk. Only 2 away here in the top of the 4th, or nobody out in the top of the 4th with 2 runners on. And we're going to see a coaching visit by assistant coach Clay Stump, the assistant coach for the Pirates. Stump out there to calm things down with his pitcher of Chase Conrad. Tell him to focus more on first pitch strikes. Pirates and the Lions here in the top of the 4th. Conrad's still wanting to stay in the game as the coaching visit comes to an end from Tootie Parsons Stadium, or pardon me, from Seymour High School, pardon me. Between Crane, once again this is Crane and Mansfield. Crane coming all the way from Stone County, just on the west of Springfield, as the first pitch to Dawson Barnett is going to be a foul. Barnett, who grounded out in the third in the first inning, or Barnett, who grounded out in the second inning. Foul ball. Pirates have been able to put runners on at the corners, but have not been able to tie this game up. Dawson Barnett, the batter for these Mansfield Lions. Gainesville against Blue Eye will follow after this game between Crane and Mansfield. And you'll be in for a treat if anybody from Crane who wants to stick around. Ball's in the foul territory and caught by Seth Steele as he tumbles. And that's going to put us at 1 out. So you can score that as an FO3. Fly out to the third baseman. or pardon me, fly out to the first baseman. And that's going to now bring up, Ryan Henry, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Crane and Mansfield. There's the next pitch outside. Throw on to first. 2-0 the count on Barnett. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. There's the next pitch to Conrad. Downstairs now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on 3 balls and 1 strike on Barnett. Ripper foul down the first base line. As that pitch was ripped foul off the bat of Dawson Barnett, or pardon me, of Ryan Henry, the 9th man in the lineup. Upstairs, and another walk's going to be issued to Chase Conrad. As that pitch went upstairs on Conrad. Now we got bases loaded for the So bases loaded with 1 away here in the top of the 4th. And let's see, this could be a crucial moment for both teams. Mansfield looking to tack on another run. First pitch to Conrad, or from Conrad to Wilson. He grounded out to the pitcher. Now it'll be strike 2 on Conrad. Conrad looking to strand the bases loaded. Swinging a rocket. Gobbled up by the shortstop. On to first and safe. And another run's going to score. It's now going to be 3-1 Mansfield. Just like the same scenario when the Pirates played Southwest. As the Pirates were down 3-1, and they ended up getting 4 runs, scoring 4 runs in their half of the 3rd inning last game. So a ground out to the shortstop off the bat of Chase Wilson. That's going to bring up now Heston Gray, who singled and doubled. Who doubled and singled in his last plate appearances. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Here's the first pitch to Gray. It's going to be a strike at 1, or a ball at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gray with 2 away. Here's a 1-2. Down in the dirt. Blocked by Terrell. And that will make it now. That will make it a 2 ball and 1 strike count. The 2-1 pitch. A little bit outside now. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Heston Gray, the second man in the lineup for the Lions. Outside, and Conrad will reload the bases with 2 away. First pitch from Conrad. Check the swing now. 1 ball, no strikes on Peyton Watterson, who had an RBI triple and struck out. So he's 1 for 2 on the day. One ball, 1 strike on Watterson. Inside. Now 2 balls and 1 strike on Peyton Watterson, the batter for these Lions, swinging a high fly ball. Foul territory. Steele has it. Drops the ball, but it's going to go foul. The ball dropped as it could have been the final out of the inning. Steele retreats back to first, as he is the first baseman tonight for the Crane Pirates. Next pitch to Conrad. Blocked in the dirt by Terrell. Bases are loaded, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. Runner's going. That's going to be a base hit. Now it's going to score 1 run. Here comes another. And the Lions will tack on. That's going to be a 5-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. And that's going to bring up now the batter of Hunter Gray. RBI triple now. Another one for Watterson. As these Lions are going to be pesky. Whoa! Off the mask of Darren Terrell. It's going to be a strike at 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Here in the top of the 4th, between the Pirates and the Lions. There goes the ball from Terrell. Another run scores. It's now it'll make it a 6-1 Crane, or pardon me, a 6-1 Crane deficit over the Lions. One ball, 1 strike. Or the 1-1, swinging another base hit. That's going to score another run. 7-1 Mansfield. It is 7-1 Mansfield over Crane. As the Pirates have now gotten themselves in a hole now. It is 7-1 Mansfield. And now it's going to bring up Arlie Miller. Thanks to an RBI single off the bat of Hunter Gray. That's going to bring up Arlie Miller, who doubled and lined out. Steele has it, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. It is a 7-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Thing is, if you're playing Mansfield, you don't want to be making mistakes. It's going to burn you. That's what Crane's going to have to do. Is they're going to have to make Mansfield make mistakes. Crane's had some base runners, but they're going to have to they're putting the ball in play. They're just going to have to score more runs. Don't leave the bases stranded. Oops.
Oh, goodness. What's your highest level? Yes, you did. You showed up late. Because Jenkins are running. Yeah, because you don't make the red. My boots are all boots are It's also still true, sir. He's in the very game. Junior. We need Brady got the field. Yeah, we got the field goal, so we don't need to. I swear to God, we did. I was angry about that part. I literally swear to God, we got. So you got the tarps off and all that. What did you do? Shut up. Shut up.
Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. As we kick off the bottom half of the fourth inning, Pirates are going to have to dig themselves out of a hole as they trail by a score of 7-1. Brandstetter now the man to lead off the top half or the bottom half of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch outside. Now no balls and 1 ball, no strikes on Bryson Brandstetter. Next pitch will be another ball, 2-0. Now if you're Mansfield, you're going to have to protect. 7-1 lead, you're going to have to protect. Pitch from Arlie Miller, inside on Brandstetter. Here's the next pitch to Bryson. Strike now. 3-1, 3 balls, 1 strike on Bryson Brandstetter. Pirates and the Lions. 3-1, ripped foul. Gave Coach Harmon a clean shave as what believe it may have shattered the bat. So we have a new bat for Brandstetter as that ball was ripped foul. Gave Coach Harmon a clean shave. And that's going to draw a walk. So a base on balls for Brandstetter. Brandstetter, who was hit by the pitch. 0 for 1, now 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch and walked. That's going to bring up Isaac Robinson. Isaac Robinson, who reached on an infield single. And back up as he will have 2 runners on first and he'll have a runner on first. That's Brandstetter, the big power DH for the Crane Pirates. Pirates trailed this game by a score of 7-1. And this is one thing. If you're once again, I've said this again. I've said this once. I'll say it again. If you're playing a team like Mansfield, you don't want to make mistakes against Mansfield. Isaac Robinson now the batter for the Crane Pirates as he'll dig into the batter's box. Right-handed batter's box. He bats from the right side. Pickoff attempt to check on Brandstetter. Or no, pardon me, Spires to run for Brandstetter. He's back in safely. Next pitch. Our first pitch to him will be a 1 ball, no strike count on Isaac Robinson. Here in Seymour, Missouri, between the Pirates and the Lions. Lions lead this game 7-1 over Crane. Once again, you'll see another game that will be live streamed tonight. That will be between a pair of Bulldogs, the Bulldogs from Blue Eye and Gainesville, swinging another foul ball off the bat of Robinson. One big factor about this field is there is a lot of foul territory here. Definitely with the placing of the dugouts. Here from Seymour. Ball shoots away. Spires is going to be heading for second, and he'll be in second. So once again, coming up after this game, you'll see a battle of Bulldogs between the Blue Eye Bulldogs and the Gainesville Bulldogs. One of these Bulldogs is in the Summit Conference, and the other is going to be in the SWCL. So battle between SWCL and Summit. Pirates and Lions in this game in the bottom of the fourth inning. Isaac Robinson, the batter. Here's the next pitch. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Isaac Robinson, the batter for the Crane Pirates. And once again, I've said this once, I'll say it again. You'll see a former Pirate who's in the coaching staff for the Gainesville Bulldogs, as they will take on the Blue Eye Bulldogs as a pitch that was hit into foul territory but caught by the catcher. That was Noah Mitchell. So we'll give Robinson a fly out in foul territory. Now it's going to give it to Coy Esri, who reached on an error in his last plate appearance for the Crane Pirates. Pirates and the Lions from Seymour High School in Seymour, Missouri. Once again, Mansfield, who is the number 2 team in the state, took it, and also Coach Joe Garrison, who took his team all the way to the state, championship, getting second place in the state last year. Swing and a miss on Coy Esri. Now it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away here in the bottom of the fourth. You could just barely see the numbers lit up on the scoreboard. Still 7-1, Mansfield over Crane. Pirates and the Lions, as now Esri struck out looking. Now it's going to be up to Zane Compton, the second baseman for the Pirates, as he'll be tasked with putting a ball, with hopefully extending the inning to Wyatt Howard, the lone freshman. Ball in the dirt, goes in the infield, but the runner does not advance as air expires. Miller getting a little bit antsy with his pickoff attempts. The Pirates and the Lions here from Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Next pitch is going to be another ball in the dirt, and it'll make it a 1 ball, no strike count on Zane Compton. Once again, after this game, will be Gainesville against Blue Eye. Next pitch, strike 1 on Zane Compton, the batter for the Pirates. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning of play between the Pirates and the Lions. Some action between the Summit and the SWCL. Here's the next pitch, swinging a roller foul. Once again, the Pirates against Summit Conference opponents are 2-2. as the Pirates have seen Summit Conference opponents of Morrisville, Conway, and Hartville twice. Pirates defeating Hartville twice, once against in a mini tournament between Cheyenne, Oklahoma, Crane, Hartville, and Licking. And I also saw they also saw Hartville in the Crane Fall Wood Bat tournament, as Compton will strike out Looking. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. It is a 7-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Crane might go 2-3 against Summit opponents. Aren't you guys in the Summit as well? Yeah. Summit. Is it? That's not a new. Is it like a newly formed conference? No. Question is, what would be your favorite conference besides the Summit?
I don't know any other one, to be honest with you.
So you don't know which one Crane's in? Ooh, new pitcher. Huh? Crane? Yes. We're in the Swickle. Crane's the SWCL.
Oh, trash.
Huh?
Trash is all around.
Who's trash?
Quick here.
Oh, Heath Quick. Is he your friend?
Yes.
Nice. Why do you guys call him trash?
Because he's goofy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah, he is. Who is it? I met him at Show Me Baseball. Who is it? His name's Heath. Quick.
So now you're going for Crane.
I want Crane to win.
Yeah, same here, even though Crane's my alumni. Yep.
I really don't care who wins, because either way, we're fine. We're just going to play him.
Are you still going to play Crane?
We're going to play one of the teams.
Oh, we're going
to play him with shit.
Oh. I don't know, it could be Gainesville against Crane.
Think so?
Maybe. Okay, we're kicking off the top of the 5th. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Adam Smith alongside with you guys for some game coverage here from the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament. This is Crane and Mansfield as we kick off the top half of the 5th inning. Swinging a bunted ball foul. New batter, that is first batter for the top of the 5th inning for the Mansfield Lions. That is going to be Noah Mitchell, the batter for Mansfield, swinging a high pop-up center. And there's going to be out number 1, quickly and quietly for Mitchell, as he's able to get on base. So that will be a fly out to the center fielder. Center fielder of Crane, that was Nick Brannon, who flied out. That's going to bring up now Casey Carnell, Casey Carnell, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Against the Crane Pirates, new pitcher is Heath Quick, swinging a tapper foul. So Chase Conrad will go back to shortstop, and let's see. And Isaac Robinson will head to left field. Another pitch now, as that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman, to the third baseman. Ground out to the third baseman onto first, and quickly the Lions are, quickly, the Pirates are 2 away from sending this game to the bottom of the 5th inning. Swinging a high fly ball, left field. That ball is going to go all the way to the wall. As that will be a single on Dawson Barnett as he had that ball to home run distance on that. Had home run distance on that pitch off from Heath Quick. And now it's going to bring up Ryan Henry, the batter. Pirates and the Lions. As we'll see now, a pinch runner that's going to be for Barnett. That'll be Kyle Gray. The batter for these, Kyle Gray now the batter, or the pinch runner for Noah Mitchell, for Dawson Barnett. Here against these Crane Pirates. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Now 1 ball, 1 strike on Ryan Henry. Ryan Henry bats from the left side. Henry on the day, he's struck out and walked in his last play. His last time's up. Swinging a little ripper. That's going to be into the outfield for a base hit. Here comes 1 run. Here comes a throw. Not making the throw, but tagged out at second as an RBI is going to be scored. So pardon me, it'll stay now, or pardon me, it'll be 8-1 Mansfield after that single, after he tried to stretch it into a double. RBI single with 2 away. With 2 away, and now it made it 3 outs. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is an 8-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Is this a new pitcher for Mansfield?
Nope.
Still Miller's out there?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They need somebody now.
Oh, is pitch count getting up?
No,
He probably is.
sucking.
He's throwing full counts over him.
Yeah. I mean, Crane's working him. Crane's working his pitches.
Or do you know about that, don't you?
No, I threw 7 innings, 76 pitches.
7 innings, 76 pitches.
Yeah, I threw 3
Not
innings,
bad.
28 pitches.
Are you guys, who's the ace for you guys?
We don't really have an ace. We just have.
We have a bunch of good pitchers.
Oh, yeah?
We basically have. We have 2 aces.
2 aces.
Keenan. Nathan.
Alrighty. Peanut man. Nope. Howard's coming up.
Then we got slot.
We got Eric. No, they're not sloppy.
Welcome back to the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel here from Seymour, Missouri at Seymour High School for Game 1 of the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament between Crane and Mansfield. Mansfield with the lead. It's 8-1 Mansfield over Crane. First pitch to Wyatt Howard was a strike at 0-1. Now it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Wyatt Howard, the batter for Crane. Pirates trail right now. It's a 8-1. Pirates trail 8-1 as Howard strikes out. Running into a good pitcher for Crane, as they as they've been held for, as they've had one hit on today, reached on a lot of errors and walks. Next pitch is a ball. First pitch to Terrell is going to be a ball at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on the catcher. Leadoff catcher for the Pirates. Now a new pitch. Is going to make it now 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch from Miller outside. Now 1 ball, or 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count on Darren Terrell. Here's a 2-1 upstairs. Now 3-1 on Darren Terrell. Once again, we are live here from Seymour High School in Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions. It's an 8-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Next pitch, oh, makes some buddy hop. And Terrell's going to be on base for a walk. So Darren Terrell will go on base for a walk, and that's going to bring up Chase Conrad, the speedy shortstop. Started today's game as we're going to see a coaching visit by head coach Joe Garrison, the Ozarks Sports Report Coach of the Year from last spring. Once this game concludes, we will have the post-game interview with the winning coach. As we're going to see a pitching change as Arlie Miller's day is through. New pitcher coming in from center field, as it's going to be Hunter Gray now, the new pitcher for it'll be Hunter Gray now, the new pitcher for the Mansfield Lions. Pardon me, Heston Gray. Heston Gray coming in from shortstop. That's what we believe the new center fielder would be. If we're going to guess, it's going to be Arlie Miller, the new center fielder. Heston Gray now the new pitcher for the Mansfield Lions after Miller has given up no runs, so his day will. Oh, whoops. As he'll give up no run, as he'll only give up 1 run in a spectacular performance against the Crane Pirates. Pirates were shut down by Arlie Miller. As Mansfield has tacked on, they scored 5 runs to make it a 7-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Arlie Miller now going in to catch. So Hunter Gray will now play center as Heston Gray will now come in to pitch for the Lions. Time for the Pirates to do some damage. If you're Crane, Mansfield, just keep the Pirates off the bases. Just keep doing what Arlie's been doing. If you're Mansfield, once again, I'll say this once. I'll say this again. The next game that will come up after the game against the Pirates and the Lions will be a battle of Bulldogs between the Gainesville Bulldogs and the Blue Eye Bulldogs. First batter to see. First batter that Gray is going to see is going to be the speedy Chase Conrad. Conrad, who has walked and flew out to right field. Pirates trail 8-1 to the Lions. Here's the next pitch outside on Conrad. Now 1 ball, no strikes on Chase Conrad, the speedy sophomore shortstop. Started today's game on the mound for the Crane Pirates. Here's the next pitch, swinging a tapper foul. The Pirates and the Lions here from Seymour High School in Seymour, Missouri. Site for the Seymour Fall Wood Bat Tournament here in southwestern Missouri. Next pitch, outside now. Outside now, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count on Conrad. Pitches out as it picked off. That was a pickoff attempt. Went all the way to foul territory, all the way to the fence. That's a struggle for fielders here at Seymour. Is that there is a lot of foul territory here at Seymour. Chase Conrad, the batter for the Crane Pirates once again. Mansfield came into this game with a record of 8-2. Inside on Conrad, as it's now going to make it a 3 balls and 1 strike count, 3-1 on Conrad. Here's a pitch to the 2-2. Outside, and Conrad's going to be on base once again for a walk. And Conrad will be on base to cause headaches for the Mansfield Lions. That's going to bring up Nick Brannon, the center fielder for the Pirates. Nick Brannon, the batter, now for these Crane Pirates. Nick Brannon came in, has struck out, reached on an error, so he's 0 for 2 on the day. Next pitch to Brandon is going to be, first pitch to Brandon will be a strike at 0-1. Only 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning, or pardon me, the bottom half of the 5th inning. As we'll focus now on the 6th inning, we're going to see the top of the order for the Mansfield Lions, as they will face Heath Quick for his 2nd inning of work. We shall see. Quick waits on deck. Next pitch to Brandon, swing and a miss. Strike 3, as Brandon will go down swinging. And that will bring up Heath Quick, the batter. Quick, who's had a quiet day today, has had a quiet day at the plate today. Struck out swinging and looking, so he's 0 for 2 on the day. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Pirates would really need to get some base runners on. Next, first pitch to Quick is going to be a strike at 0-1. Heath Quick, a junior for these Pirates. Wiggles the bat up and down. He bats from the right side, swinging a hot shot, and that's going to be foul. Once again, this field of Seymour has a lot of foul territory. Lots of foul territory to make it hard for fielders. Also, it makes it a lot hard for hitters too, because you're not used to lots of coverage in foul territory between the Pirates or here at Seymour. And that's also a big advantage, or that's also a disadvantage for batters, because it swallows up a lot of base hits when you hit them down the line. Here's the next pitch to Quick, as that one's going to be skied. Who's got it? And that's going to be the final out of the inning, as Quick will fly out to the shortstop. We're going to the We are going to the top of the 6th inning. It is a 8-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. And oh yeah, this place is a big disadvantage because there's a lot of.
I like it.
There's a lot. You do like it?
I don't know. A lot of what?
A lot of foul territory, especially when you pull a ball down the. Say like if you pull a ball down the left field line or down the right field line.
Mm-hmm.
Because that
makes it where the right fielder or left fielder can lay out.
Yeah.
Grab it.
But for pitchers, it also, or not pitchers, but for hitters, it swallows up it loses you a lot of base hits, or it, I would say it costs you a lot of base hits.
You suck.
I got a pee. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Site for the Seymour Fall Woodbat Tournament. Kicking off top half of the 6th inning, it is Chase Wilson, the batter for the Lions, to start things off for Mansfield. Once again, after this game is concluded, we will see the Gainesville Bulldogs go against the Blue Eye Bulldogs. So it'll be a battle of Bulldogs coming up in the next game. Strike one on Chase Wilson. Wilson, who has flew out, grounded out to the pitcher, and also grounded out to shortstop, but he delivered an RBI. So the Pirates and the Lions. There's the 2-1 pitch to Wilson. It's now going to be a 3 balls and 1 strike count. 3-1 on Wilson. The 3-1 pitch. And Wilson thought that one was a walk, but it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. As that one painted the outside corner. Definitely something that Wilson thought was a strike. Now that one's going to be a strike as Wilson strikes out. One away here in the the top of the 6th inning between the Pirates and the Lions. Lions of Mansfield, Pirates of Crane. And once this game is concluded, we will see the Gainesville Bulldogs go against the Blue Eye Bulldogs. So a battle of Bulldogs. SWCL versus Summit. As there's only 2 teams from the SWCL, 1 team from the Polk County League, and mostly it's going to be Summit play here from the Seymour Fall Woodbat Tournament. As the teams that are representing the Summit Conference is Gainesville, Mansfield, and Seymour. The Pirates and the Bulldogs of Blue Eye, Crane and Blue Eye, represent the SWCL, and Wablo represents the Polk County League. Here's the next pitch to Quick. Inside, and that's going to get Heston Gray, the new pitcher. Heston Gray hit by the pitch as he will trot down to first. 1 runner on first, that is Heston Gray. Whoa. Heston Gray, the man there on first. That's the new pitcher new batter is going to be Peyton Watterson. Watterson coming into this game who's had 2 RBI triples, who struck out and hit 2 RBI triples in the game today, back in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th innings of play. Pirates and the Lions from Seymour High School here in Seymour. Here in the top half of inning number 6 as Watterson skies one. And that will be a fly out, so with 2 outs. Fly out to Nick Brannon, the center fielder for the Pirates. Two outs, 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Quick only giving up 1 run in his innings of work. Only 1 inning now in his 2nd inning of work. Crane and Mansfield. After this game is concluded, we will see Blue Eye against Gainesville. So it'll be a battle of Bulldogs. Blue Eye all the way down near the Missouri-Arkansas border by Branson. Gainesville and Ozark County. Along at the intersection of Highways 5 and 160 there in Ozark County. Here's the next pitch from Quick. Swinging a roller past the diving shortstop at Conrad for a base hit. Here comes 1 run. That is that was Heston Gray scoring, and it's going to make it a 9-1. That'll make it a 9-1 Mansfield lead over Crane, thanks to the RBI double. RBI double now to Hunter Gray. Brings in Heston Gray. As I look at the Mansfield lineup, there is a lot of Grays on their lineup. Makes me think that Mansfield could be family oriented because there's a lot of, I see 2 Millers, 2 Barnetts, 1, 2, 3, 4 Grays on their roster. So it's basically a little bit like Crane, how Crane has a lot of Vaughts and Esseries. Mansfield's more of Grays, Millers, and Barnetts. Ground it, step on the bag, and a ground out to the shortstop. And that's going to be the final out of the top of the 6th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates coming up to bat with a 9-1 deficit. The Pirates trail 9-1 over the Lions. Okay. Who was the last batter? Was that Arley?
No. The next guy after him.
Oh, Mitchell?
Yep.
What did Arley do?
Intentional walk.
Okay. And then Mitchell, he grounded out to the
second. The shortstop.
Shortstop. Okay.
I really don't know. Why would you hit me? I don't have it.
SNC DST Sports Group. Big Bryson Brandstetter now up to lead off at the bottom of the 6th. Back at Seymour High School here from Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions. Lions lead the Pirates right now at a score of 9-1. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Heston Gray out for his second inning of work. First pitch to Bryson Brandstetter is going to be a strike at 0-1. Now a ball, 1 ball, 1 strikes. Bryson Brandstetter in his history at the plate, he has been hit by a pitch and walked in both his plate appearances today. Pirates and the Lions of Crane. Lions of Mansfield, Pirates of Crane. Next pitch, strike 2 on Brandstetter. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mr. Brandstetter. Mansfield pitching has definitely shut down the Crane Pirates offense today. But both the Pirates and the Lions defensively have had some errors. Nine to 1 Mansfield over Crane, as Brandstetter will be hit by the pitch again. And Brandstetter will be back on base. He's been on base for every plate appearance that he's had today. But the Pirates have not been able to factor any runs, as they've been held to just 1 run. It's 9-1 Mansfield over Crane, with now Isaac Robinson now the new batter for the Pirates. Robinson, he's had an infield hit and flew out in his last plate appearances. Pirates and the Lions. Pirates trail the Lions right now 9-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 now on Isaac Robinson. 1 ball, 1 strike. Then the third game that will wrap up today's game, or today's fall baseball action from Seymour. It'll be the Seymour Tigers against the Blue Eye Bulldogs, which unfortunately that game will not be streamed live on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. As you'll see only 2 games streamed live here from the Seymour tournament, as well as 2 games tomorrow, as what could be Seymour will be playing Gainesville tomorrow, and then Crane will play Wablo after that game. Next pitch to Robinson is now going to be a 2-2 count on Mr. Isaac Robinson. Isaac Robinson, the batter for the Pirates. 2-2, swing and a miss, and Robinson's down on strikes. Give that a swinging strike. Give that a swinging strike on Robinson. It's going to bring up Coy Esri, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Coy Esri, who reached on an error and made it to second base, drove in an RBI back in the 2nd inning, and then he struck out looking. Check on Brandstetter if he'll be back in safely. As the Pirates have hit the ball hard, they've put the ball in play today, but unfortunately they have been robbed of base hits. There's the first pitch to Esri. It's going to be a ball at 1 ball and no strikes on Coy Esri. Pirates and the Lions. Lions of Mansfield, Pirates of Crane. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Now, strike 1 on Coy Esri. Next pitch to Esri, now a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Esri. Once again, the Pirates have been shut down by the Mansfield's pitching. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As Esri is going to be down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Zane Compton. Zane Compton, who struck out on a ball in the dirt and was thrown out at first. And struck out looking back in the 4th inning. Struck out at a ball in the dirt back in the 2nd inning. And was thrown out at first. And then he struck out looking. Check on Brandstetter, as he'll be back in safely. Once again, the Pirates and the Lions. Mansfield Lions against the Crane Pirates. Lions have the lead. It is an 9-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Next pitch, swinging a foul. As it's now a no ball, 1 strike count to Zane Compton. Upstairs now 2-1. Upstairs now 1-1 now the count on Zane Compton. Compton looking to become another base runner for the Pirates. Swing and a miss. And now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Zane Compton. Swinging another pop-up. And that's going to be the final out of the inning as Compton flies out. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. It's a 9-1 Crane lead, or pardon me, 9-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Fly out to the second baseman. Center fielder. Thank you. How long should it be in between games? Alright. So I have to go down and get lineups for Blue Eye and Gainesville.
They got a drag, they got a...
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, they fixed this now.
then I have to get the interview. Well, first I have to get an interview. Welcome back to Seymour High School here as we kick off the top half of the 6th inning here from Seymour. First batter for the Mansfield Lions is going to be Casey Carnell. Carnell, the batter for Mansfield. Pirates and the Lions here from the 7th inning between here in Seymour. Coming up after this game, we'll see the Gainesville Bulldogs take on the Blue Eye Bulldogs. First pitch, swing and a check swing. As it'll be a strike, or no ball. Now 2 balls and no strike on Casey Carnell, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Mansfield, the number 2 team in the state, as they took second place in last year's state championships. The coach that led them was Coach Joe Garrison, head coach for the Mansfield Lions, as Carnell is going to draw a walk. So a base on balls on Casey Carnell is going to bring up now Dawson Barnett. Dawson Barnett in this game, he grounded out to the third baseman, flew out to first base in foul territory, and singled in his last plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to Dawson, swinging a roller, gobbled up by by Howard, and that's going to be a double play. As Barnett will reach reach the first on the double play. Double play. Now it's we'll have 2 away from one out from it'll be 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning between the Pirates and the Lions. Swinging a ripper. That is going to be going, and foul. Looks like the ball stuck to the fence. As it stuck to that chain link fence there in foul territory. That's also another thing about this place having a lot of foul territory, is it swallows up a lot of home runs. As that pitch could have been a final pitch of the ball game if that was gone. Here's the next pitch, now in the dirt, and it is a 1 ball and 1 strike count on Henry. Here's the next pitch to Henry, upstairs, and they will check on the runner. Next pitch from Quick, upstairs now. 3 balls and 1 strike on Ryan Henry, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. The next pitch, outside, strike 2. Now 3-2 the count on Henry, the batter for these Mansfield Lions. Next pitch, swinging a foul back. And that's going to make the count still stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a payoff pitch, upstairs and outside. That will put Henry on the bases for a walk with only 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning between the Pirates and the Lions. Once again, once this game is concluded, we will see the we will see the Gainesville Bulldogs take on the Blue Eye Bulldogs. As what we see, Blue Eye is in their red jerseys. Gainesville would be in their black jerseys. First pitch from Quick to Wilson. It's going to be a strike. Or pardon me, now 1-0, now 1-1 on Wilson. Hits Wilson, and the bases are going to be loaded for Heath Quick. And that's going to bring up now Heston Gray, the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Gray was a shortstop, came in to pitch for Arlie Miller. Arlie Miller, who came into the game and allowed one run. Heath Quick's day will be through, as it looks like he will go back to left field. New pitcher is going to be Zane Compton. Zane Compton now the new pitcher for the Crane Pirates. As Heath Quick's day is going to be through. Bases loaded, did not only allowed 2 runs to score. So Compton will come in to finish the job, and hopefully get two more outs here in the top of the 7th inning between the Pirates and the Mansfield Lions. Heath Quick will head back to left field, as Compton came in from left field, as he is your new pitcher for the Pirates, and he'll look to settle down the Mansfield bats. Once again, the Pirates trail by a score of 9-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Once again, after this game is concluded, we will see the Pirates we'll see a battle of Bulldogs, as the Blue Eye Bulldogs and the Gainesville Bulldogs will play each other. Blue Eye only having 1 win on the season. As the first batter for Compton will be Heston Gray. Gray in today's game, he's had a double, a single, a walk, and he was hit by a pitch in the last half, in the Lions' half of the 6th inning. Quickly 0-1. Here is a swing bobbled by the third baseman of Wyatt Howard. And that will score another run. That is going to make it a 10-1 Mansfield lead over Crane. Pirates trailing 10-1 to Mansfield. Batter for the Lions is now going to be Peyton Watterson. Watterson, who had an RBI triple, struck out another RBI triple, and he flew out to the center fielder back in the 6th inning. Swinging a chopper back to Compton. Gets the runner home. On to first, and they will not get the runner at first, but they do save a run, as Watterson will be So as a ground out, got the runner at home. Peyton Watterson now the batter for the Mansfield Lions. Next pitch. Strike on Watterson. Pirates bullpen has been able to allow just only 2 runs thanks to Heath Quick. Check on the runner. Out, says the home plate umpire, as Watterson's at bat will come to an end. And we are going now to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Crane Pirates. It is 10-1 Crane over Mansfield. Or 10-1, pardon me. 10-1 Mansfield over Crane. Okay. What would you score on Watterson?
Where do you hit it?
He didn't hit it, but it was like a foul tip, and they got the runner out at first, I believe.
I think that fielder's choice. Yeah.
FC.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do it on the 8th. We can't even go fielder's choice to the pitcher. FC1.
Keep there. Keep there around the cage.
I have to go get lineups after this. Well, first I got to go get Garrison, get him there for an interview. My hands are sweaty. Welcome back to Seymour High School here in Seymour, Missouri. Pirates and the Lions here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's the last chance for the Pirates, as they trail by a score of 10-1. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, Wyatt Howard, the man going to be at the dish. Wyatt Howard's day. He has struck out twice, and so he's struck out twice today. As the first pitch to Howard's going to be a strike at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Wyatt Howard, the batter for the Crane Pirates. Here in the final half of this ball game. Once this ball game is concluded, we will have a post-game interview with the head coach of the Mansfield Lions. That'll be Coach Joe Garrison, or we could have one with Brian Harmon if the Pirates were to score. And hopefully, if the Pirates were to win this ball game on a walk-off, then we will have Coach Brian Harmon on here in the broadcast booth after the game. But the Pirates will have a big hole to dig themselves out of. Swing and a miss, and Howard's going to be down on strikes. So Howard down on strikes as he strikes out swinging, and it's going to bring up now Darren Terrell, the batter. As Darren Terrell will now step into the batter's box. Darren Terrell in his game, on his day, he grounded out to the third baseman, struck out, and walked today. Next pitch, outside, now 2 balls and no strikes on Darren Terrell. Pirates and the Lions. A 2-0, swing and a miss, strike 1 on Darren Terrell. Pirates and the Lions. The 2-1, swinging a foul back towards the screen. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Darren Terrell. the batter for the Crane Pirates. Once again, once this game is concluded, we will have a post-game interview with the head coach of the Mansfield Lions and also the player of the game, which could be Arlie Miller, who held the Pirates in check with only one hit and only allowing one run to score for the Pirates. Next pitch to Terrell, swinging a roper. Stopped by the second baseman, on to first. Tagged out at first. And the Pirates are down to their last out of the ball game. Grounded out to the second baseman, that thanks to Darren Terrell. Off the bat of Darren Terrell, it's now going to bring up Chase Conrad, the batter for the Pirates. Pirates a speedy shortstop for Crane, as he will have 2 outs to work with. Swing and a miss, strike one. Pirates were shut down today. Were shut down thanks to the pitching of Arlie Miller, as he's been able to only allow the Pirates to just 1 run today. No balls and 2 strikes. The Pirates are down to their last strike of the ball game. Pirates and the Lions. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a roller. Bobbled and off the glove of the second baseman Conrad. Off the glove of the second baseman. That is Peyton Watterson. And the Pirates will have some life with now Nick Brannon, the batter for the Crane Pirates. So now Chase Conrad on base for the Pirates, hopefully to put the runner to get into scoring position, as he was checked on. New batter for the Pirates, as the Pirates have a little bit of life here in the game. Nick Brannon, the new batter for the Pirates. Pirates will come back here and they will play Wablo in the next game. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. This should do it. And that's going to be the final out of the ball game. As the Lions take this one, it's a 10-1 with a final score of 10-1. Nick Brannon, the batter who flew out for the Pirates. As we will now see you guys, as we will bring up the winning coach of the Mansfield Lions. That is going to be Coach Joe Garrison, now coming up after this win after this huge 8-1, after this huge 10-1 win over the Crane Pirates. And we will see you guys in a little bit, so stick around, everybody. Welcome back to Seymour High School. I'm here with the head coach of the Mansfield Lions, Coach Joe Garrison, after that huge 10-1 win over the Crane Pirates. Coach Garrison, what was the main focus that you had going into this game against Crane?
Well, we always put our focus on ourselves, not necessarily on what other team's doing. And we've been struggling to play a little bit, fouling off some good pitches, and so that was our main focus, about taking charge once we get in the box. And I feel like we took a step closer to that, but yet we still got a few steps to go to get where I want us to be for the most part. But overall, it was a good performance. Arlie Miller pitched all right on the mound. Wasn't his best stuff. Didn't locate it real well, and yet at the same time we managed to get people out, and that's the name of the game. So
Arlie Miller actually gave up only just one run against those pesky Crane Pirates. You guys were able to only allow just one run and only, I believe, one infield base hit. Mm-hmm. What was the main focus going into Arlie's game plan today?
It's always just those strikes with Arlie. He usually does a great job of taking command on the mound, getting ahead with strike one and being able to get pitchers to buy into his hits or his location rather than not. And he struggled to get ahead early, and kind of hoping he'd settle down a little better than he did. But at the same time, he threw just enough strikes to keep him off balance. And with the wood bat in your hand, it makes you feel even better up on the mound sometimes. And he did a good job. He battled through on a day where he wasn't 100%. And when you pitch on the high school level, there's going to be a lot of days where you're just not 100%. And today was one of those, and yet he still threw one hitter, I guess. So it was good.
You guys come back here. You'll play Wapello tomorrow which will be the 7:30 game, late night game here from Seymour. What's going to be the main focus that you guys bring to the dinner table against Wapello?
Well, we're going to put a senior pitcher up there on the mound, Peyton Watterson. Not got a lot of experience on the mound, and what couple games he has thrown, we haven't helped him out very well offensively. And so we just talked about getting him some run support while he throws strikes, and trying to get out ahead of a Wapello team that we don't know anything about, and just doing what we do. So,
if you have any final words to say to the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Brian Harmon, after his 10-1 defeat, what would your words be to head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Brian Harmon?
I'd just say keep working hard, Coach. He does I'm a big fan of Coach Harmon. He does a great job, runs the program well. What I think the right way of doing it, and I've always respected his programs, and it's always brings out that competitive nature when he and I meet up on the field together, and he's working hard over there, and you guys got a lot to be proud of down at Crane, because does a great job, and it's a good competition, good competitor, and I always look forward to meeting up with him. It's one of the dates that on the calendar I really look forward to each fall. So
thanks for taking the time with us, Coach Garrison. Congratulations on that huge 10-1 victory, and we will talk to you at the Seymour tournament against Wapello.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Coach Joe Garrison, after the huge win against the Crane Pirates, now we're going to see the winning pitcher today of the Mansfield Bulldogs, and that's going to be Arlie Miller. Joined with Arlie Miller from the Mansfield Lions after only a one-run complete game, or after a one-run game that you threw against Crane. What was your focus going into today's game against Crane tonight, Arlie?
Just trying to throw strikes and let the defense make plays behind me, and that's pretty much it.
Your defense made plays behind you. Had a few errors in the game. You were definitely dominant against those pesky Crane Pirate hitters, and your offense helped with you delivering 5 runs in the 4th inning. What were your words that you had to your hitters after that 5-run inning against Crane?
Helped a lot. It's always good looking up at the scoreboard with a big lead, and it makes me more confident in throwing strikes and just attacking hitters.
You guys play Wapello tomorrow. That'll be the late night game here at Seymour. You guys come back to Seymour to play Wapello. What's going to be the main focus? What are you guys going to do to help bring a win to your guys' clubhouse against Wapello tomorrow night?
Just use our speed to our advantage and hopefully make it to the championship Saturday night.
If you had any final words to say to the coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Brian Harmon, and his team of the Crane Pirates that you played tonight. What would be your final words to the coach of the Crane Pirates, of Brian Harmon?
Just keep working hard and keep your head up after the tough losses and look at the positives.
Thanks for taking the time with us, Harlan Miller. Congratulations on that huge 10-1 win, and best of luck to you guys against Wadlow tomorrow night.
All right, thank you.
Nice job. Thank you, sir.
Arlie Miller, after the huge 10-1 victory over the Crane Pirates against the over the Crane Pirates for the Mansfield Lions. And coming up after this game, we will have Game 2 of this live stream between a battle of Bulldogs of the Gainesville Bulldogs against the Blue Eye Bulldogs. So we say stick around, everybody.